Welcome to my science session. Today we can discuss the last part of the chapter Food for Health of class 6. In the last two sessions we discussed about different nutrients present in the food as well as the test for nutrients. Now today we can discuss what happens if we are not taking nutritious food. Can you say what happens? If we are not taking nutritious food, we will be getting deficiency diseases. So, what are deficiency diseases? Deficiency diseases are the diseases caused due to the lack of nutrients. If you are not taking any one of the nutrients, we will be getting certain deficiency diseases. So, today we can discuss about certain deficiency diseases caused due to the lack of nutrients. Now just observe this picture. This is a picture of a child affected by kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is a deficiency disease. It is caused due to the deficiency of proteins. We have already studied we take proteins for the growth of our body, and this protein is essential for the growing children. Suppose if we are not taking enough quantity of protein rich foods, we will be getting kwashiorkor. What are the symptoms of kwashiorkor? A child who is suffering from kwashiorkor will be having swollen belly, as well as they will be having swelling on the ankles as well as feet, and they will be very tired. So, include protein rich food for not getting kwashiorkor. Then another disease is the disease caused due to the deficiency of vitamins. Vitamin deficiency diseases. Deficiency of vitamin A causes night blindness. What do you mean by night blindness? Night blindness means difficulty to see in dim light, that is in the evening or in the dark you can't see properly. So, include vitamin A rich foods such as leafy vegetables in your diet for not getting night blindness. In the same way, vitamin B causes a deficiency disease called mouth sores. What do you mean by mouth sores? Burns in your mouth or ulcers in your mouth. The symptom is same itself, burns. Include vitamin B rich foods so that you won't be getting mouth sores. In the same way, next one, it is vitamin C. Vitamin C's deficiency causes scurvy. Scurvy means you will be having bleeding gums. That means your gums are not healthy. While you are brushing your teeth, you can see blood coming. So, include vitamin C foods, that is citrus fruits, mainly citrus fruits in your diet for not getting scurvy. Then vitamin D causes rickets, deficiency of vitamin D rickets, that is bones are not strong. So, what happens, you know, your bones can't withstand or your bones can't hold your weight. As a result, your bones will be bending. That's the condition of rickets. So, include lot of vitamin D rich foods and also stand in sunlight, that is morning sunlight as well as evening sunlight is rich in vitamin D. So, these are some of the vitamin deficiency diseases. Vitamin deficiency diseases: A causes night blindness, B mouth sores, C scurvy, and vitamin D rickets. Now we can discuss about the deficiency of minerals. Deficiency of minerals causes certain diseases such as anemia and goiter. Deficiency of iron causes anemia. Anemia is a condition in which that blood content becomes very low in your body. So, in order to get lot of blood, you have to take iron rich foods. Which are the iron rich foods? Iron rich foods: gooseberry, jaggery, liver, all this you take a lot, then there will be enough iron content in your body. Suppose if you are anemic or if in your body if there is less content of blood, what happens, you know, you will be feeling very tired as well as looking very pale. So, include iron rich foods along with your diet. In the same way, deficiency of iodine. Iodine causes a disease called goiter. Goiter, what is the symptom of goiter? No, swelling throat. In the throat there will be swelling. And you know that iodine is essential for the production of thyroxine, a hormone. So, deficiency of iodine causes goiter. So, these are some of the deficiency diseases caused due to the nutrients. Now we have studied lot of nutrients. Now along with this nutrient factors, our body needs some non-nutrient factors also. What are these non-nutrient factors? Non-nutrient factors means no nutrients. They are not supplying any nutrients, but we need them also in our body. So we can look what are the different non-nutrient factors. One of the non-nutrient factor is water. You know, we all drink water. We all have to drink 8 glasses of water daily. Why we are drinking water? What is the need of water? Or what is the function of water in our body? Water is essential for all the physiological activities in your body, for carrying nutrients, oxygen, as well as for the transportation of excretory materials, as well as it will help liver and kidney to flush out the waste materials. For all this, we have to drink lot of water. See, daily from your body, 2.5 liters of water is flushing out in the form of sweat and urine. So in order to compensate that loss of water, you have to take 8 glasses of water daily. And your water, if you're drinking lot of water, your skin will be healthy also. So remember that, or make a habit to drink water daily. You have to drink 8 glasses of water. Another non-nutrient factor is fibrous food. Fibrous food means what? It is a form of cellulose and it's form of carbohydrate. This fibrous food won't digest. It doesn't digest. It will remain in our body itself. During the digestion, it will remain there in our body itself. And what it does know, it will make our excretory material very soft, and it will help in the easy movement of the excretory material. That is mainly solid waste. Suppose if you are not including any fibrous food in your diet, what happens, you know, you will be having constipation. So you have to include fibrous food in order to prevent constipation. So these are the two non-nutrient factors. One is water as well as fibrous food. So along with the nutrient factors, you have to include what? These two non-nutrient factors in order to be healthy. Suppose if you are eating only junk foods, or you are eating lot of paratha, chicken, meat and all, what happens, you know, you will be having some problems such as constipation or some nutrient deficiency diseases. So what type of diet you have to take? All of you have to follow balanced diet. So what is this balanced diet? What is balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet which contains all the nutrients in adequate quantity or in proper quantity. If you are missing any one of the nutrient, what happens, you know, you will be getting deficiency disease. And all the nutrients must be taken in correct quantity, then only what? You will be healthier. So all of you have to follow what? Balanced diet. So what is balanced diet? All the nutrients, you have to include all the nutrients in correct quantity. That is, here just look, carbohydrates, you can see protein rich foods are there, as well as vitamins and minerals, then little fat food also. Oil, sweets and all contains fatty foods. Carbohydrates, you can see bread and all contains what? Carbohydrate. Fruits, vegetables contains vitamins and minerals. Protein rich foods, milk, meat, fish and all. And you must know that milk is a complete diet. That means milk is a balanced diet. So today onwards, all of you follow balanced diet in order to be healthy. So in this chapter, we have discussed different nutrients and then deficiency diseases caused due to the lack of nutrients and certain non-nutrient factors and balanced diet. It's very clear to you, isn't it? So I hope that everything is understood. Thank you.